All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Purple Podcast. This is your host, Austin. I hope you're living well. I hope your week is going all right. I guess it'll be Sunday when you're going to be listening to this. So in terms of it being a Sunday, NFL Sunday is back. I'm wearing and representing my Miami Dolphins. It's a Thursday when we're currently recording. So we're actually getting the kickoff of the football season, the NFL, that is, tonight. And I will be watching. I don't know about the rest of my fellow comrades here, but I'll be tuning in. I'll be paying attention to my fantasy teams. I think I just have Jalen Hurts playing tonight, but wouldn't mind a big, 30-plus bomb from him to start the season off on a good foot. But let's get into it, guys. Welcome, Mike. Malcolm Griffin. How you guys doing today?
Hey, I'll kick it off. Hey, guys, just got back in this afternoon, so it's been a travel day. So if you
back
see
in
these
from
bags
where?
Back in from Sarasota, boys. Flew into Cincinnati and drove from Cincinnati back to Louisville. So man, oh man, this old man is beat.
Yeah,
the flight was at
tired and all,
6 o'clock flight this morning. Getting up at 4? This cat's tired.
Well, was that the longest trip you've done to Sarasota so far?
That I stayed a little over a week, but this was almost 2 weeks. So yeah. And more to come. So loving it, boys. It was really nice. But it feels great back home. I'll say that. Feels wonderful here.
Well, we're loving it for you, and I'm excited as ever to be on. As you guys can tell, we are getting better every single week. I don't care what you have to say. Look at our screen right now. We got all of these photos right within our framing. And I'm going to say it right now, Austin's the man who he's found all of these elements and we're placing them. He's making it happen. And the thing is, guys, it's looking good. Every single week you're seeing improvements. So I'm loving it. Purple Podcast, baby.
Yeah, man. We're doing a lot. We're working a lot. We do it for you guys at home. I know work's been kicking my ass. We're going to have to really start laying that on thick now that we have a retired member of the team here.
Oh, God.
So we're going to have to just really
Austin,
make him feel bad about it. We're in the booth in the dog days.
This is my specialty. I feel like I was in Holes, the movie, today. I was working in the warehouse, and they worked me like a dog, Austin. I feel like I was out digging a hole all damn day.
Digging them holes.
Hey, I was right there for it, man.
Well, you got anyone on your team you can strike up a deal and teach them how to read, and they'll do half your work for you?
Dude, I wish. No, unfortunately, not just yet.
Well, let's get into this. This is Holes.
Absolutely. This is an exciting one, boys.
The Louis Sachar novel from 98. So didn't take all too long to get a film adaptation. This movie came out in 2003, April 18th, 15th, somewhere in that range. But this is kind of a funny tidbit to include here. Might as well knock this out as well. In the very infancy of the Purple Podcast, Griffin and I attempted, or we did do a podcast on this movie. What we did, we sat down, we watched it, took our notes. We were going to rock right into it. Didn't have the best format in mind, I don't think, at that time.
Oh, my God.
For some reason or another, it was probably like 2021, 2022. We went into that episode with the idea that, our listeners had never seen the movie from 2003 or some reason. So we walked through every detail step by step, kind of very similar to our episode like 3 of The Last of Us, where we just completely did a 180 and said, that shit's not going to work. And with that episode, it literally never saw the light of day and doesn't exist anywhere anymore.
That was one of those, and I think we told you the story, Dad. We probably talked for like almost 2 hours.
If not more, right.
And at one point, Austin and I looked at each other and said, there's no way that we can do anything with this. This is terrible. I mean, it was just that bad. So hopefully we don't do that today, Austin. Hopefully
here's to doing better today. No one else is drinking with me once again.
Austin.
Griff's got his water. All right.
Oh, no, I'm good. I had to settle down from the last one.
I was about to say, you folks at home, Mike was pretty embarrassed. He was drunk on camera and he couldn't.
He had a good time, though.
Idea. But I'll
clink some. Hey, there it is.
There you go. Clinkies.
There's our clink.
Do it, boys.
Hey, let's how about we get that moment in time, Oz? You got one of those for us?
I don't have anything big in the moment of time. I just have more so like our personal connection with the movie.
Yeah, that's a great one.
That's where we ought to go.
Yeah, it was a movie that we grew up watching. Like we mentioned kind of on the last episode. If you haven't listened to that one, go back to it, Semi-Pro. But we were watching that one on the boat. You had it on DVD, VHS. Somehow or another, I never ended up having that one or owning it in any kind of way, probably because you had it and I didn't need to.
Probably.
We watched this all the time, read the book, have the book. Probably need to read it again, honestly. That would be really fun. But one thing that I really noticed going through this movie and how familiar we are with this, not only is it like, okay, I know what line comes next. It's I know the lyric to the song that comes next. Like we know not only every line, we know every lyric in this movie as well.
What's crazy, Austin, I watched it last night, and exactly like you said, I'm saying lines just from memory. I mean, it's just, it was like, I guess, just like kind of imprinted on my brain that young, all of a sudden, not at my table. And, you get all of the little accents and the, articulations, all of that stuff. I mean, the one-liners in this movie, just incredible. And like you said, we grew up with this movie, Austin. This is from 2003. Mm-hmm. That was the year that I actually started kindergarten. So that really was kind of a big year for me. And, when I look back on my life, I see this as a pretty pivotal year for that reason. So it's unbelievable that this movie is 22 years old. I mean, also in the movie landscape of that year, and really important to me, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King comes out, so the final of that trilogy, and just destroys at the Oscars, gets 11 nominations, 11 wins, and a lot of my love for movies, dude. I feel incredibly lucky that we grew up with the franchises and the series that we did. Lord of the Rings, massive, and Harry Potter. Oh my gosh.
Those two, to get those like at such a young and kind of, molding type age was really, really, probably, led us to the path where we're at in it to a degree, at least myself. And I've read all the books as well. But a big year in 2003 with that. What else do we want to say here? I mean, the movie does well too. It gets $20 million budget, makes $71.4 million. I guess that's not amazing, but it's a lot better than what Semi-Pro did.
I mean, for a Disney movie, maybe that would have been lower. I mean, and it's interesting. Like, I almost don't even see this movie. It can be hard for me to see this as a Disney movie, and I think I always felt that way because there are tons of examples of more mature themes, I think, that are just not shied away from at all. I mean, whether it be even the language, I know the warden calls them jackasses. That was a big deal back in the day. That's too damn bad. Probably the most famous quote of all. But like, as a kid, when you're seeing a Disney movie, it's like, well, I can't believe they did that. Or like,
well, I mean, there's some super heavy themes, man. Like racism for one. When we go back to the olden times and we literally see that they kill a donkey and then they kill Sam. Like that is the heaviest scene of the whole movie, man. Like,
oh yeah, that
is really, really heavy stuff. Because it begins with kind of the love element of it, which is really powerful, strong stuff. And you get, is it Keb Mo, that song?
What an incredible like B storyline. That story arc is just, I love it. I think it's amazing. And I mean, I'm not going to lie to you guys. That scene used to tear me up as a kid. I used to look away because it just made me so upset, especially seeing Mary Lou, the donkey. But like even...
Yeah, Griff, don't worry about poor old Sam.
Well, no, Sam too. Hey, Sam had some good stuff going on. But
I get where you're coming from, Griffin. It's like seeing a pet dead. Like
it was tough.
You know, you can only get so many of those.
Before you go, Dad, before you go, last night I got tore up, and it's like, are you serious? It's almost hilarious. Like 20 years down the line, the same exact scene is getting me, and I'm like, oh my God, like how is this happening? But that to me just speaks to the staying power. But that's my comment.
And guys, we're talking about one-liners. You know, Sam had the best one-liner I thought of the movie. You know, just he had such a genuine look, I can fix that.
Yeah.
It just, man, if that didn't hit you right in the heart.
I had a really hard time. There were so many good one-liners, man. One of my favorite one is the smaller shovel, smaller hole. Right before they go out on that first digging day.
Yeah, that's great.
I don't smell anything.
I think he eats the dirt.
He's like a mole. Yeah.
But as you know, let's do this because we've been maybe a little rude to Roger Ebert and his legacy at a time. Roger Ebert, let's see what he says about old holes here.
What did Ebert say? That old miser.
Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times rated the film a 3.5 stars out of 4 and wrote, Davis has always been a director with a strong visual sense, and the look of Holes has a noble, dusty loneliness. We feel we are actually in a limitless desert. The cinematographer, Stephen St. John, thinks big frames in his spots for an epic feel that adds weight to the story. I walked in expecting a movie for 13-somethings and walked out feeling challenged and satisfied. Curious how much more grown up and sophisticated Holes is than Anger Management, which was a movie that came out right at the same exact time with Adam Sandler and Jack Nicholson. But funny, like we said, this movie
Austin, was it Jack or was it De Niro?
I think it was Jack Nicholson.
Was it? I thought it was De Niro. You may be right.
Anyways, what we were saying is that this has
you idiot.
It's Jack Nicholson.
Is it? Okay.
Hey, Woody Harrelson's also in that one. But grown-up themes, grown-up feeling. This movie punches out of its league. You know, this is not. It doesn't feel like they're dumbing down. It doesn't feel condescending to children. It doesn't play that game. It tells a coming-of-age story in a very, let's say, realistic way, because there's a bit of unrealistic elements as well. My biggest gripe, let's go ahead and rock this.
Hit it.
So Stanley gets hit with Sweet Seats shoes, right? These cleats. Yeah. And he's given the ultimatum of 18 months at a camp or 18 months in prison for some stolen cleats that they just had sitting out.
18 months Camp Green, like. Hey, man, he stole from the children. They were orphans. He stole from homeless kids.
They just had this sitting out at the orphanage with no one.
Hey, Dad.
It looked like a yard sale on
Dad,
that table.
Dad, give me a you're no fan of mine.
Yeah, you're no fan of mine. Yeah, that's Sweet Feet, the look he gives him when he's in court.
Oh, Dad, it's happening on my TV right now. That
was great. The look what's that? The character that's Rick Fox, right, guys?
Yeah.
And the look he gives, like, who would do that to children? Kind of look. It was. He actually did a really nice job. He turned out to be a pretty decent actor. That was not his only movie, guys. He's done several.
Well, in other NBA news of 2003, this is the year that Michael Jordan retires. And also
officially the second time.
Yes, sure. Yes, with the Wizards. And also the year that LeBron James gets drafted. Isn't that funny?
Well, the year LeBron, Carmelo, that huge draft class, Dwayne Wade. I mean, that was a crazy draft class. That's like one of the most fabled draft classes of all time, as far as I know. Yeah, and then in soccer news, Lionel Messi makes his debut for FC Barcelona, and the rest is history. So some big sporting events. I know with the music too, of course. I didn't look at the Billboard, Austin, but I just know, again, I was a kindergartner. I remember the only things you heard on the radio, She Will Be Loved by Maroon 5. Maroon 5 killed that year. Songs About Jane came out in 2002. but they were still playing all that stuff on the radio. Hey Y'all by Outkast, that was everywhere at that time. And of course, if you're going 2003, I mean, that's like kind of the era of Britney Spears was still rocking, of course. You had your JT, Justin Timberlake, some
Britney
Nelly, all kinds of people, man.
She was the youngest person to get a Hollywood star in 2003. That was just one that I saw in passing.
Star.
At 21, I believe. Pretty young.
That's
one I got written here is Sugar Sugar, Baby Bash.
Sugar. Yeah, man, there's some fun stuff back then for sure, man.
Matchbox 20, Unwell.
Hey, what about that one? Hey, Dad, you know what another great movie from this year was? Take one guess. I'll give it to you. 50 First Dates.
Oh, wow.
Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler.
You know I love that one.
Austin, I don't even think he knows what movie I'm talking about.
Griffin. I'm Tom.
Well,
do you remember that? Do you remember that soundtrack? That you loved that soundtrack.
Oh, Griffin, I still have it in my car. What are you talking about?
Exactly. Wait, speaking of, Dad, tell us a little bit about the Holes soundtrack. Tell us about that Holes soundtrack. I just want to get your fresh thoughts.
I wrote down I wrote down each of the songs, the Holes in the center. That just kind of, I love that.
Let's go down.
And then, guys, I'm going to ask you all, because I didn't look it up. Keeping It Real, is that Shaggy?
No matter how you feeling, Blue.
How did you?
There's always someone else who got it worse than you.
It had to be. It had to be. Awesome. Okay. I thought
soundtrack is unbelievable. I might have to get this thing on vinyl if I can.
Oh, dude, that'd be
and then
great.
the song, of Catherine, Kate and Sam, that was wonderful. The Kissing Kate, where I Will Survive, when she's
Sheryl Crow.
Man, I mean, it is
There's not a bad song, is there?
No. I mean, like Griffin pointed out, every song was great.
Be your wheel someday.
Even for 150-year curse, this is great music. How about that, guys?
Hey,
it is just the music was. They did a fantastic job. The cast is strong.
My gosh!
One of you guys pointed out early, but before we got on, that they didn't even bring the warden out to how long, Griff? What'd you say?
I took note of it. When I was watching, I clicked down to see how long I'd been watching. It was 41 minutes into the movie. You don't even see the warden, played by Sigourney Weaver. I think brilliantly. You don't even see her character until 41 minutes in. So I think that's pretty powerful.
Took a note from Spielberg's book, didn't they?
Yeah, sure did. Did.
Dad, we were talking last night. What do you think about? I think it's kind of crazy how these kids, and I want your take too, Austin. Yeah. The only actor out of the kids that does anything, if I'm going to just kind of be blunt, is Shia LaBeouf. I think that's very fair to say. I mean, but I think there are some pretty strong performances. Like, there was a real camaraderie going on. It seemed like these kids really liked each other. Like, what happened?
Man, I guess they just didn't have roles like that. They just weren't that prominent. The only ones that could really use this as a stepping stone, maybe that's not entirely fair, but the only ones that give like any amount of like extra shine are, Cleo and, Shia LaBeouf. So maybe that's it. I mean, I like X-Ray. I think he's good. You could maybe argue for him. Armpit gets his parts in, but are any of them standing out to the point where you're like, oh yeah, that's the next guy, especially when Shia LaBeouf destroys. I think this is his feature film debut. He's already on Even Stevens during this. So he was already solid as gold at that point.
I thought Zero did a phenomenal job. I mean, he was so believable.
If you look at all of them, he's the one who's kind of stuck down the most, at least has the recognition in terms of the face more so.
I mean, I think he really just, what I like so much about his performance, his character is just like that real, I don't want to say like an indifference, but there's a really quiet kind of power that he has. And I don't think it's insignificant at all. Something else that I really noticed when I was watching yesterday, Pendanski, he's like this goofball when you first are introduced to him. He's, I respect you, Stanley Yelnats. And that was so great. He said, I respect you. I was like, oh my God, what an asshole. But I'm watching and, he's talking to all the kids, Theodore, and he's just kind of doing that whole little thing. You know what the first thing he does that kind of shows his true character? Did you guys pick up on that?
Well, he calls Zero Zero.
Well, he calls Zero. He calls him Zero, and he says there's nothing going on in his stupid little head. And that's the first hint you get that he's not this, just super nice.
Yes, he ain't a doctor neither.
Hey, man. And
he definitely wasn't a nice guy.
What about the group therapy scene where you just see him seething because Zero won't back down to him? What did y'all think of that?
It's interesting. I don't know what it is because, maybe it's because he's just such a beta that he chooses the one person he can pick on, because even the kids pick on him and call him mom, right? Yeah. And then he's also the lowest of the totem pole with his, his kind of core group, that being the warden and Mr. Sir. So maybe it's just Zero's the guy that he can or feels like he can pick on, and that's I think why he's a bully to him.
I think that's true, but you also just see how not upset, but you can tell that it really pisses him off that Zero won't give it. He won't talk to him. He won't play his little reindeer games, and you can see how much it upsets him. I mean, the whole thing.
Pendanski, is he the most innocent of the three?
Buddy boy. I mean, you would have to think so, but he shredded up those records at the end, and
I got them kind of likened to the Fratellis and the Goonies. They got a similar dynamic in there.
What about God? How great was it when y'all were watching when old Warden goes, "Here are the empty spaces," and you see that funny look on his face, how pissed off he was.
You're talking about when he's shaking the water.
Well, and he's going. And he's just looking pissed off because she's cracking his ass. And old Mr. Sir's just laughing like a crazy person. Oh, my God. It was so good.
Yeah. Oh,
he's like, woo-hoo-hoo. He's getting off on it, man. I loved it.
Well, and old Pendanski, Griffin, I mean, I think he had the Napoleon complex. I mean, the guy's only about 4'5". I mean, he's a little man. So, all of them, I mean, even at what do you think these guys are? 14, maybe 13, 14, 15, maybe. Yeah, I mean, and they're towering over him already. So, yeah, I think he definitely had a Napoleon complex.
Well, Sigourney Weaver is 6 foot tall.
She is 6 foot tall.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I didn't know she's that tall. I do believe it, though.
He's 5'5". And I believe it.
5'5", is he really?
He's 5'5".
Wow.
I like him in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? That's a good movie.
Hey, well, the thing is,
he's fantastic.
I mean, he does great in Holes too. And God, guys, Mr. Sir, I mean, Jon Voight, what a hell of a performance.
He delivers. He really delivers in this movie, guys.
Oh my!
I mean, just him shooting when he shoots that yellow spotted lizard. I mean, that is funny. And he's still, with those crazy eyes. If you haven't seen Ray Donovan, where he plays Ray Donovan's father, I mean, guys, it's something else, because a lot of the characteristics from this movie he carried into this one.
Yeah, well, he toes that line though of having that really menacing personality and also just kind of being a kind of an oaf. You know what I mean? Like he does that really well, I think. And
they are oafs. I mean, yes, he's more menacing than Tim Blake Nelson as Pendanski, but he is still pretty. He's pretty low on the totem pole when you're looking at where the warden's at and the way she treats them, as we see when she gives him a good old slap across the face with the rattlesnake nail polish.
For sure. We
want to hop into some of our favorite scenes, or just our scenes we want to talk about?
Absolutely.
I'd love to. You got any offhand, Dad?
Guys, I thought a really funny scene was when the judge he's looking at Stanley, and he says, Stanley Yelnats, and he stands up, and so does Henry Winkler and Henry Winkler's father. Yeah. I thought that was really cute.
They're all named Stanley Yelnats.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. And let's make sure, I'm sure everybody knows this, but Stanley spelled backwards is Yelnats, which is even crazier than it sounds. The boys talking about how Stanley got in trouble stealing Clyde Livingston's shoes, the World Series cleats. And Zero says, hey, did they have a red X on them? And I think it was Armpit says, you got Zero to talk? It's just kind of the look on his face.
No, it was.
What else can he do?
It was Squid. It was Squid. Squid goes, you got Zero to talk. And then Armpit goes, what else you do?
What about Squid though, man? He had it rough. He sneaks in some of those lines where you're like, God damn, Squid.
They don't care about you. They're lucky to be rid of you.
Yeah. My dad will stop drinking and my mom will come home. Or my mom will stop drinking and my dad will come home.
Yeah, Squid, man.
Squid. Poor fella.
Yeah, they all had their stuff, but yeah, man, that is a great scene, Dad, because I think it, that kind of plays into Zero's character as well. Hector Zeroni, otherwise known. But, man, I got to say, I think, and I'll agree with you, Dad. I think old Winkler's dad, I guess Stanley Yelnats Jr., I guess that's what that would be. I think he's really funny, especially when the cops are there and he's kind of doing the old.
Don't tell him anything.
We have the right to remain silent.
Yeah, and then, good. We'd love for you to be. We'd love for you to be.
Every scene talking about the dirty, rotten pig stealing great-great-grandfather. That whole legend and lore, all of the flashbacks. What this movie does so freaking well, you basically have I guess you have 3 storylines kind of playing at once because you're seeing Elia Yelnats, his great-great-grandfather, and how this curse started with Madame Zeroni involved there too. You have your main storyline, and then you have the Sam and what's Patricia's Arquette, Kissing Kate. We have their storyline, and I gotta say this, and this kind of plays into, I would say, my favorite character, not to jump ahead too far, but man, all of that storyline with Sam and Kissing Kate to me is just gold. It's just a freaking gold mine. It's emotional. It draws you in. It has weight. I couldn't get enough of that storyline, and I think it still holds strong to this day for me. Maybe a little funny question I have for you, Austin, is did you kind of get way more of a sense of Sam being, I don't want to say a snake oil salesman, but did you kind of get a funny little oh God, he really is just this guy selling all this shit and
selling onions? Well, his product works. His product works. The funny thing is that Mr. Collingwood, the bald man, he's like, Mr. Collingwood, take the hat off for me. Rub some of this onion juice on you or run onions on it. His hair will go back. It'll look like Mary Lou's mane. Funny thing about Mr. Collingwood is that's Louis Sachar.
No way.
Yeah, that's Louis Sachar. He had his involvement with the film. Actually, they went with the guy that I think wrote Donnie Darko. They went with him to write this screenplay originally, and ended up saying they said he introduced it sci-fi elements and crazy shit, and said he was insane. That's just what Wikipedia is saying. But they ended up getting Louis Sachar involved, and he did the screenplay. So you can feel it. It's very true to the books. The 2 biggest differences that I kind of called out or noticed in the movies, apparently they really kind of hammed up Stanley's family to make him a comedic kind of relief element. They weren't as fleshed out in the book. And also in the book, Stanley is fat.
I remember that.
Oh, wow.
He's overweight. So throughout the journey, he's losing weight as he's getting in, more shape. And they just thought that it was there was no sense in kind of including that or how they would effectively show that in live action. I guess they could put a fat suit, but it's kind of unnecessary, right?
Now, I mean, I think that Sachar did a brilliant job with the screenplay in that case.
But is he a snake salesman? Yeah, I mean, maybe so. But he's got to make his. It work, man.
It seems like the town loves him. Maybe in the beginning, got a
great product. Come on now.
In the beginning, people kind of seemed to deal with him, but I think they got a little jealous. Of course,
let me ask you this here.
Let me ask
you this. There is another podcast called The Rewatchables, and they have categories. And maybe you're not. They've influenced this podcast to a degree. It's just a fun way to look at movies. But one of their questions is, I think it's like the "Damn, That's a Tasty Burger" category, where you have to pick one thing from the movie that you would want to eat. So my question for you guys: would you rather try those sweet onions from Sam or them sweet peaches from Kissin' Kate?
Hey, man.
Or them beans from the mess hall.
No, I don't want the beans. No.
Yeah, none of them beans.
Guys, I had
that soggy tortilla.
I have a good friend that loves to eat onions. And I'll tell you what, when you see Stanley, when you see him and Zero and he plucks out that onion and he just takes a bite and I'm going with the onion, Austin. It looked good. I would have bit right in that bad boy.
I would try that onion.
It's a hot tub Sunday.
Yeah. Oh, that was great. That was a great scene. I can't believe he was drinking that muddy water, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that looked awful.
I thought about that.
I guess if I'm that thirsty, I guess I'm drinking away as well.
Yeah,
so, I've been drinking out of God knows what was that? Probably a 75, 80-year-old bottle, mason jar of peaches.
Those peaches, yeah.
Sploosh. Was that what they end up calling it?
Yeah. Peaches and onions.
What are you going with, Griffin?
I'm on that big onion, man. I'm chomping into it.
Yeah.
It looked good.
I'm a big onion fella.
Yeah.
Hey, another great scene. It just came up on my TV here. Another great scene, I think, is when Stanley gets in that first fight in the kind of lounge area that they have at the camp.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gets his nickname. I thought that was really cool, and it really cracked me up last night when they're like, man, no one messes with the caveman. They're like kind of just talking. And he goes, I don't want to mess, or what did he say? He got all weird. He said, I'm not trying to mess with anybody. Something funny like that, man.
The guy he tripped over, that guy's name was Lump, apparently.
Yes, I was looking that up, Austin. It was Lump.
Yeah, that is good. That kind of being accepted into the group, going into one of my favorite scenes, just his arrival at Camp Green Lake. That fresh meat scene. I said to your dad before this, in a lot of ways, this movie is like a kid's Shawshank to a degree. You're in prison, but it's all kids. It's with, the two friends. One of them's innocent. One of them knows why they're innocent too. There's a lot of those similarities. They escaped.
So and they are, as Austin pointed out, they are yelling, go, fish. They basically fresh should have yelled out fresh fish.
Austin,
if fresh meat, I think you hear it.
Yeah.
You got to make that become something. The kids' Shawshank is 2023 or 2003.
2003.
I think it's inspired.
Kids' Shawshank. You need to make that a thing. That's pretty legit.
Because also in that scene, you do also meet Mr. Sir. Jon Voight kills it in this role. Love the guy, and his hair is outrageous. It looks like he put on gel and ran into a wall, and it's just sticking flat out.
Hey, well, what about
smoking?
Our boy Zigzag, though, man, I think his hair cracks me up throughout the movie too. Especially watching now, it's like, oh my gosh,
dude, what is Zigzag? Might just be a psychopath.
Yeah, he's got something up with him.
Yeah, something isn't right with that young man.
Acute paranoia. I read his file.
Hey, another great scene, guys. I mean, the whole kind of montage of Zero and our boy Stanley climbing up God's thumb.
Yes.
How amazing was that? Just the treacherous nature of it, the companionship, the breaking of the curse. I mean,
and the backstory of what was his name? Austin, help me here. Is it Elia?
Elia.
Yeah. With that
Madame
whole
Zeroni.
Yes, Madame Zeroni. The whole backstory of that was so good. That was one that I wanted to hit.
If only the woodpecker sighed.
Yeah.
The bark
that's
on
my
the
favorite
tree
scene of the
was
movie.
as soft as the sky. Is it really?
Yeah, my favorite scene is for sure when they start climbing.
Hungry and lonely.
They start climbing, you get the
Austin, do it with me.
Playing.
He cries to the moon. If only. Oh, that's so good. Yeah. Sorry, Austin. I'm having too much fun, man.
Let's right back. Reel it in.
Yeah,
okay, that's my favorite scene. That's my favorite scene. I love when they go
leads you into Stanley saying when he's all, you could tell that he's refreshed, everything's feeling good. Then he says, let's go dig one more hole. That just, man, that pumped me up. Did that not get it for you all?
Oh, yeah. Well, I think even before we get to that, I feel like the peak is already ended to a degree. Like just getting up that mountain and that terrifying scene that really always sticks with me.
That shovel. Oh,
exactly. When Stanley starts falling off and you get that Superman kind of feeling with Lois Lane when she's looking out over in the helicopter and you see it behind him. Don't look back. It's like, oh my God, they're Alex Honnolding this thing. Just free climbing this massive mountain, God's thumb.
Dude, I thought about that. I was like, dang, that was pretty epic, really.
They really didn't need to do that.
Hey,
but
man.
They get there, and yes, Zero grabs that shovel by the blade and just tears his hand out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then they get to the top finally. He carries him to the top, and they're playing this super inspirational music. Epic, as he's walking and you see these giant cliffs off behind him. Cinematic as hell. So really, there was no other answer because it just comes to a head right then and there, this curse, and how much by chance it comes to be broken. Destiny.
Oh, my God.
And showing Eartha Kitt's face as he's going up the hill, kind of in the background.
Happy.
You all do know Eartha Kitt, right? Boys, Eartha Kitt.
Emperor's New Groove.
Eartha Kitt was Catwoman.
Oh.
She was in the Catwoman movies back in the day with Burt Ward and oh gosh, I can't think of who Batman was.
So I can go strong too.
Well, I'm not gonna say the name right. I can't remember how you pronounce it, but from the Emperor's New Groove, like the crazy old villain, that's her too. It's voiced by her. Yesma.
Okay, I did not know that.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you, Griffin?
Funny. Yeah. I did not realize that. I mean, guys, another thing, if we're talking favorite scenes, you can't skip over just the being out in the desert, digging holes, all of those scenes. I mean, we have fun ones where, Stanley gets confronted by X-Ray when he finds that fossil, says, hey, man, that was crap. I'm going to need you to give me the next thing you find.
That was some lame crap you pulled.
Yeah. And then he finds the Kissing Kate's tube of lipstick,
with his Coke bottle glasses. That was so funny. He's kind of looking at him with those Coke bottle glasses.
Well, I already mentioned my first digging day. I love that. That kind of the idea of first getting out there, and they have kind of that old Sinners playing. They got the song playing right after that. Because X-Ray takes his shovel and throws it on the ground.
We have so many water truck scenes too, don't we? Like
they're always like about the order too. Like these guys can't get it figured out, the pecking order. Except X-Ray going first, I guess.
Yeah, no, they're just doing their thing, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I think something that always got me watching this movie when I was growing up, it's like, man, can you imagine like that being your experience? And I think like it's kind of funnier to me now, like being a little older and watching this movie and understanding, hey, this was just a big scheme to get a bunch of kids, a bunch of like growing boys digging holes in the desert for this buried treasure that
it was a ruse.
The warden.
Again, guys, we're here. We are at another treasure movie, which, of course, I love this.
How did they establish?
And on top of this, what do we have that's just so cool in this movie?
Yellow spotted lizards.
Absolutely. Guys, when we went out west, what did all three of us say when we saw our guide pointed out that they have a lizard out there? What did all three of us say? Oh my gosh. Hey, is it a yellow spotted lizard? And she looks at me and she goes, if you knew how many times I've heard that on these trips. And I'm like, we're still going to do it. Yeah, it was just great. Awesome. I love those yellow spotted lizards.
Do you know where they filmed this movie?
California. I think it's in Death Valley.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow. So these kids were like really sweating their asses off.
Oh, they put in the work for it. I think I saw that in one of the reviews. All the critical reviews really like this movie. Like, man, I guess maybe because
what's there not to like?
Yeah. Well, probably like when the bar is like set somewhere that like it's a kid movie, they're not expecting like maybe it to resonate so wholly. They might expect something dumbed down, and when then it's just completely not that. It takes them by surprise. But this movie just is good. I'm not going to say that's the reasoning, but I'm saying that could maybe lean into the side of like maybe more people liking it than would have, perhaps, just because of expectations going in.
Yeah, I think that's fair. And again, I mean, it's just mature themes the whole time and real feelings, I think. And something I would love for you to touch on, Dad. We're getting close to about 45 minutes, just so you boys know. So we've been cooking a little bit, but Dad, I'd love to hear more on your take of maybe the warden and what was driving the warden. I think we were on the phone yesterday and you said, man, you can really there's almost like a little bit of a sympathetic element that you can have for that character. So I just would love for you to say something more to that.
Griffin, I've watched this movie. Of course, we had this on the boat. I've watched this movie at least 10, 15 times. Okay. And, until I started watching it now, really focusing in because of our podcast, I personally felt sorry for her because you see that scene with, I don't know if that's her grandfather or great grandfather, but here they are. It's supposed to be a day that they're together.
Tired, Grandpa.
Yes, too damn bad.
That's too damn bad. He turns around and he's
one day you'll thank me for this.
His old ass teeth. Oh my God, he looked awful.
He's just slobbering.
Yeah. It was awful.
He's been eating rocks.
Yes, and you feel so sorry for that you go, that poor little girl, but she carried that all the way through her life. In that, here she came up. She did. Let's give her props. She did come up with a really good scheme to be able to get somebody to dig the holes for her to try to find this treasure, right? Yeah. So to Griffin, to answer your question, I felt sorry for in that you see her after Stanley's got the so-called treasure. And she even, she's accepting, I guess she's accepting that, hey, I'm not going to get this treasure. It's not going to be mine. But good Lord, please let me see it. Mm-hmm. And Stanley doesn't even let her see it.
Cold-blooded.
That was hard.
Excuse me?
Excuse me?
She did a really nice job, guys. The one scene I do, well, yes, absolutely. I do want to point out when she's putting that fingernail polish on and she's explaining to Stanley that, hey, this is rattlesnake venom. And then Mr. Sir, she didn't like that he kept talking about those seeds, those sunflower seeds. And all of a sudden she just whap and she strikes him. And you could see him. I mean, he was kicking like I'm trying to think of the perfect example, but he looked like a little kid having a temper tantrum. It was so bad. The poor fella, she lit him up. And then the best scene was here he is at the commissary and the kid, what happened to your face?
We're all people. And Mr. Sir is a very sensitive man.
God, and I love right when he says that Austin. Right when he says that, they flash to Mr. Sir like throwing a tray in the back room, looking crazy, and it's like, got it. Just so many funny moments, man. So many good moments.
Let's do our characters, guys.
Characters. I'm seeing the work right now. My favorite character is Sam. I think that the build in those scenes, it's really, really something to me. Like, just seeing the kind of relationship that Sam and Kissin' Kate are building up when he's working on that schoolhouse, and it's really kind of moving. Like, and it's funny because it's like, what was that, Dad?
That take a guess. You don't even have to.
Did you see his face, Austin? Now, someone just threw some dishes in the kitchen. Dad's in a new recording space, and he's figuring it out.
Take a guess. It doesn't, and your first guess doesn't count.
Maybe if you do the dishes now that you're retired, you got to come home and do the dishes.
Austin, I haven't been here in 2 weeks. You can't even put that one on me. So,
Sam, though,
continue on, Griff. Sam,
I think he pulls everything off when he pulls out the Edgar Allan Poe line when she's reading in the school. It's just like, oh my God, he was crispy, man. I can fix that. Fixing the roof, fixing the windows. She's crying, and what's he say, Austin? We got our music in the background.
I can fix that.
You can't beat that, man. You can't put a price on it.
No, he did a fantastic job.
I found myself in love with his character. Hey,
this is something we need to mention here too as well. Scott Plank, who plays Trout Walker, actually passed away, and the movie's dedicated to him. A couple months after this movie.
He was in a car accident, wasn't he, Austin?
Mm-hmm. I didn't realize.
I saw that. 43 years old.
Because he's got one of the better lines in the whole movie too.
Wow, I did not realize that.
May swim on the lake, but my daddy owns the lake.
Hey, man.
I like that one. That one always sits with me.
I mean, he plays that character great, man. But with you mentioning him, you got to mention Sam. Is it Dulé Hill? Is that how you say his name? Dulé?
Maybe not.
I'm going to say Dulé Hill. He also makes some appearances in Suits. I'm sure you know, Dad.
Yes.
And he does
I will say
great
he
job.
was in Suits. Yes,
sir. Yeah, that's my guy, Austin. Sam Dulé Hill, incredibly done.
Very good. Mike, favorite character. Let's move it quick. I think we're
Mr. Sir is my favorite. Jon Voight. I think he carries the movie in a lot of ways. Although I think Stanley was fantastic. I've got to go with Mr. Sir. Without him, the movie's not the same. Let's just call it what is. He brings that element of kind of he's an ass. We all know that he's an ass, and he brings that the danger that the kids are. I think they're afraid of him. I don't think they are afraid of Pendanski, as we all kind of pointed out earlier. So, Mr. Sir, Austin, who do you got?
I got Stanley Yelnats.
Yeah.
My thought process was I wanted Mr. Sir for a 6-man, but I don't think that's fair. I don't think he's a 6-man. I think he's too big of a role. So Sam is my 6-man.
Yeah.
Who else? Who could it be? It could be Kissin' Kate. I think we haven't maybe touched on some of those montages as much that are great. Just everything when she becomes Kissin' Kate, Wild West. What is the song that they play when she starts? I will survive.
That's
Cheryl. Yes,
it's Cheryl Crow.
Cheryl Crow.
So she's just kind of running ragtag.
Oh my gosh! And you're seeing all of the just adventures, all of the robberies, and just kicking ass, and it feels vindicated, right? Because it's like, she's just avenging Sam's wrongful death. It's like, hell yeah. And guys, oh my gosh, if we'd have forgotten this.
Point it.
If we'd have forgotten this, we'd have done this movie a huge injustice. She'd have kissed him. She'd have killed him. You'd never been born.
I had it written down. We weren't going to miss that one, but that's another great one.
Oh, I love that, man. That is so good.
That came from Stanley's mom. She said that.
Yeah. She does a great job too.
She's really good.
Yeah, she's
been in several movies.
Yeah, but Stanley Yelnats, Shia LaBeouf, and it propels him to stardom, I think, to a degree, in terms of like a movie element.
Just hit it real quick, Austin. What about Stanley's character and Shia's performance gets you? What about it makes this such a freaking great movie? Well,
him and I think the way he takes Zero kind of under his wing in a way is like really endearing and kind, and he shows multiple. He's like a complex character because he's not kind of the fighter, but he can fight too.
Yeah, and he's innocent too, Austin. I mean,
and he's got this.
He's innocent.
There's that. Yeah, so he's got the Andy Dufresne complex to him, where you just want to like the guy and he stands up for. He takes it. He goes down with the ship when the sunflower seeds get stolen. He's just kind of a stand-up guy. He doesn't rat on Magnet. He's not a rat. So I think it's good. He's got guts, but he's also reserved and kind. Like he's got a good heart too. He doesn't feel like an asshat. Some of the guys start getting pretty nasty when Zero's helping dig the hole, which to a degree too, I kind of tried to put myself in that place where it's like, if someone was getting it off easy like that, I might be a little upset too. So I don't know how much I can hold it over their heads. But as a whole, I think Stanley's he plays the role and you believe him and you like him and he's the star. He's the guy. And there's not a question to it. I never felt like, this guy he doesn't get his moment stolen from him ever. Even with like the big players, with the established actors, with Sigourney Weaver, Jon Voight, Tim Blake Nelson. He holds his part and he does it well. And that's probably because he's already
he did a fantastic
he'd already
job.
Accrued some acumen from working with Even Stevens and being in TV shows. So he wasn't necessarily a newcomer to the screen, but he's just good. I like him. And he does well. I was looking at a lot of his movies, man. All of them rate pretty well. Like I don't know what it is, but people like Shia LaBeouf. Yeah,
he knows.
I like him too.
He's confident, man.
I like him too. What are we at, Griffin? What's our time? Sorry,
we're at 52:53. Okay. So why don't we hit our themes and things?
Yes, sir. Well, one more question, and let's do this one very quick. Outside of the guys, Zero and Stanley, who's your favorite from the troop? D10.
From the troop.
D10. Armpit, X-ray, squid.
Armpit's my guy.
So I can't say Hector.
Outside of Hector and Stanley.
God, I really like elements about all of them. I think that Magnet's kind of funny. I love I actually love when they're all in that little therapy session and he starts going, my pocket didn't start barking. He goes, and he starts laughing all how it's like, it's so funny. He's just like, I love it. He reminded me of dumb shit we would do, man. I thought that was awesome.
That's what I mean. These kids are just playing kids, so that's why.
That's what he does. He goes. It's so funny. Yeah, that's what he does.
I got that written down. It's that. Yeah, that shit's hilarious. I laugh every time I hear it.
Yeah, I thought that was so funny.
I love that you got around to that because I have it written down. Themes and things, guys. Well, I didn't say mine. I think X-Ray's good. I like the line when he goes. Do I want to pick X-Ray though? He's probably the most prominent. I'll go with X-Ray. Fuck it. When he does like Mr. Sir said. We're digging holes to build character.
Yeah, that is good. That is good.
Yeah. That was some lame crap you pulled. Yeah, he's funny. He's just kind of, and when he diffuses the fight, his facial kind of emotions and that are really funny to me too. He's just kind of, he's not a hard ass like that. He's not, I don't believe it. He's playing up,
Yeah.
He's playing up. He got this hard guy persona.
He had a real nice way about it. He had real nice look. Facial. Yeah.
Themes and things.
All right, guys. I'll just throw out a couple of them. Guys, this is a treasure hunt movie. This is it's a tragedy. With it, as Griffin said, Sam, when they're going out with that, I don't know if that's gas powered boat, but when they're going out and they're chasing steam, thank you, Griff, that steamboat, and they shoot Sam. That was hard. That was really, that was tough. Let's see. And shoot, I'm going to get my glasses for these last two. Oh, I had onions. The onions were good. I loved it. Our onions are exactly what you need for hair growth. Austin, I thought of you and I thought that was kind of funny. And then bad boy building character, that I thought that was kind of funny. So those are my themes, guys. Griff, what's your themes?
Truth.
What a jackass.
This is another one. This is adventure, friendship, coming of age. Bunch of boys kind of just in adolescence getting to know each other and getting to know themselves. I think there's some elements of heartache in this movie that I think really put it into that more mature category. I think that there's a really beautiful element of overcoming in this movie, overcoming the family curse, making it to the top of God's thumb, and just kind of perseverance. I think perseverance is a huge theme of this movie, and maybe that sounds kind of funny for a movie that in a lot of ways is pretty comedic, but this movie's very powerful to me, and it made a huge impact on our lives, Austin. I think that's why we're talking about it right now after watching it over 20 years. So those are the ones that kind of come to my mind first.
For sure. I've got cigarettes, or I guess lack thereof. He's quitting cigarettes. So we found another way to get cigarettes in there. And I think by the end of it, Mr. Sir is smoking cigarettes. So he couldn't stay away too long. The Wild West. I think just this scenery, man. Was this the establishment of that love? Was this it, Griffin?
What do you mean?
Fall in love with just seeing the scenery? Falling in love with out west. You think this might have been the start of it? Oh
man, it could have been. I wouldn't knock it. I think that
seeing some red rocks.
Yeah, I wouldn't knock it. Oh, another thing I think that has to be mentioned, just the whole magic of the camp. It never rains. Once upon a time, there was a place where it never rained. The end.
Oh yeah,
the end.
I think that stuff's so
Mr.
amazing.
Sir.
And oh my gosh, guys, a fantastic scene when the bad guys get put in handcuffs and it starts to rain. How crazy was that? How great was that? Just the cleanse, the great cleanse. Amazing.
In the outro, we didn't talk a lot in the outro, but it's pretty status quo. They go back, dig, come and get found. It's Stanley's treasure. They take it home. It's Half Zero's treasure.
His dad finds
and it becomes a Girl Scout camp.
Yeah, and Austin, what or maybe Dad, I'll quiz you. What's the secret of the deodorant that his dad finds? What's the combination?
It is peaches and onions.
There you go.
That was great.
There it is.
That was so great.
He finally finds his mix, his perfect mix, and he gets over his hump. And next thing you know,
a little bit of luck.
Yeah, a little bit of luck.
He tells his wife, "Smell this." And she gives him that look like, "I'm tired of smelling it." She goes, "I don't smell anything." And the look on her face and Henry Winkler's face was great. That was a very, very well done scene. I don't smell anything.
Again, guys, another theme, redemption. Because end of the movie, you got Sweet Feet sitting on the same couch with Stanley's family, Hector's family, and they're watching the commercial because Sploosh became, I guess, the big seller. So kind of put it all together. Yes, okay, Os. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it.
I had our very grown-up kids movie. Nicknames, giant theme in this. Juvenile detention scam / kids Shawshank. Family curse luck. Yellow spotted lizards. Onions, sweet peaches. Goonies type billions with the matriarch and the hapless buffoons. That's it. My number one. Let's do Kid Shawshank. Why the fuck not? It's Kid Shawshank, and it's a redemption story in that as well. The Shawshank redemption, the Holes redemption, the Camp Green Lake redemption. That's what it is. Lake. Final questions, guys. Is this movie better with Nick Cage, and what role?
Do you want me to take the words out of Austin's mouth, Dad?
Do it, Griff.
Yes, it is, and you know who he plays is Try Walker. That's what he does. We have Nick Cage as Try Walker acting like a total ass, playing it off. He might even have a mustache in this role. I think he's got the stash. He's playing it off, trying to get Kissing Kate to go to the picnic on his steamboat. He owns the lake. I think Nick Cage could pull that off, and I think it would just be epic. I think it'd be hilarious.
That's a good answer. That is one that he would be better.
Austin, I think that is the answer.
Okay, guys.
What's Austin got?
Do it, Austin.
So I'm not going to say that it's better, but this is the role that he fits best. And I think you might know. I think you might know where I'm going with this one. We got Nicolas Cage as Mr. Sir.
Yes.
That's who it would be.
Yes.
And what's funny about that is that is his father in National Treasure. So you got Jon Voight. Nick Cage is taking over. Maybe when Holes 2 gets made or a remake, maybe Nick Cage can do that role and be Mr. Sir, because he would
be so good.
He would kick ass at that role. I will take that one. And we can get it just as foolish of a wig on him as well.
He'd be great,
yes,
for sure.
And Austin, I had that circled on mine. That's exactly what I had. So well done.
Very good.
I guess the last one is the 6-man.
Well,
we've already done the 6-man.
You're supposed to be mentioning 6-man kind of in best characters.
Okay.
Just going forward.
Let me throw this out, Austin.
Yeah, go for it.
6-man is the yellow spotted lizards and the 150-year curse. I mean, that's my 6-man. I want to make sure that we hit that. Without those two elements, the movie's not near as good.
Hey, we're getting
I like the storyline. I'll say
I really enjoyed this one, guys. I hope you all know how much I enjoyed this one. Again, I've probably seen this 10, 12 times. Guys, I do apologize for the ringing. It won't stop. So sorry about that, fellas.
Well, let's get out of here then. Coffee or wine movie, fellas?
Yes.
For me, it's gotta. I don't know. This one's a little bit hard to pick for me, truthfully, for whatever reason. But I think I'd have to go coffee because, this movie reminds me of growing up. And to me, that is more in tune with coffee, even though I wasn't drinking coffee back then. But, I think there's enough of the early mornings going on and just the not lighthearted stuff, but the good-hearted kind of nature of this movie, I think, reminds me of a nice cup of Joe in one of my good mugs. So that's my pick.
Yeah,
Austin, I'm gonna let you
comfort food.
Austin, I'm gonna let you wrap this up. But this is definitely a coffee movie for me. I can tell you for a fact that I've drank coffee watching this movie with I know Griffin and I've watched it together in the morning. So definitely a coffee movie. So wrap it up for us, Austin.
Yeah, 3 for 3 there. I'm going to give it a coffee movie as well. I don't know. No, it just doesn't make sense as an alcoholic beverage, does it?
No.
Maybe,
I don't think so.
I don't even know where I could fight for it in any way, but it's coffee. Maybe you want to introduce something else that's some kind of a non-sobering thing. But it's not going to be alcohol, I don't think. So coffee, get some caffeine, warm up, wake up. Like you said, a lot of this does take place in the very early morning with the alarms. You see that scene when Stanley's first getting used to kind of the routine of it all and having to get up at however early they are because you'd want to be up early, I'm sure, with the heat that they end up getting baked down.
Oh, yeah.
So
for sure.
I'd say coffee and sunflower seeds. How about that? Screw it.
That's it. Well,
That's
all right,
it.
guys. I think another great episode. Austin, as always, I'm proud as can be to be here. I love it, and I'm having fun, man. Holes, what a fantastic movie. What a childhood kind of heirloom to me. So I'm so glad we got to do this.
Sure, absolutely.
Austin, again, thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys. It's getting better and better. I mean, I watched the other day on YouTube, and I'm so proud of you guys. I mean, the picture is as clear as a bell. It's you guys are doing a fantastic job. So, guys, keep that up. Again, apologize. We'll tighten up the Fletcher house here, and so we'll get things much tighter here. Guys, our next movie, I guess it's my pick, right, Oz?
Mike, it's your pick.
We're going to go with the Shawshank Redemption. After this one, we're going to do the adult prison movie. So
yeah.
we'll
hop right into it.
Absolutely. It ought to be a lot of fun. So, again, Austin, thanks for having me. Again, I think you guys were definitely going in the right directions.
That's right. Well, that'll be it for tonight. Like I said, NFL football season is upon us, but this episode will be out prior to the games. So make sure, get on up and early. Like I said, no one gives a shit about the London games. You don't have to wake up that early for football. Wait till the 1:00 games. We'll have the podcast out bright and early. Get you some coffee. As we mentioned, this is a coffee movie in our humble opinions. So drink you some coffee, watch you some holes, watch you some sad sacks, man. That's what it's all about. That's what Sundays are for. And other than that, guys, we'll be speaking to you soon. Love you. Thank you always. Bye-bye.